morning, Twitch. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, I don't know what time it is. It's time to talk about depression and other stuff. But first, let me show you my new buddy, little homie. He's a spotted pufferfish, and he's dope, bro. You have to go. It's a fish bowl, go to Fish Eye. You know what I mean? But yeah. He's got just a little fin in the back, you know what I mean? He turns slow. He's never in a rush to go anywhere. But it's time to feed little homie. So I just got him yesterday. I'm really excited. I wanted to fish because I got this fish bowl. I was cleaning out my great-grandmother's house, who unfortunately passed away. And we were cleaning out a lot of stuff. And they were like, Dylan, do you want this fish bowl? Because I was just helping. And they were just, you know what I mean? If anybody that was helping clean stuff out wanted some stuff that we deemed to be useful. So we got this. I don't know, they didn't tell me how much to feed him. But his name's Lil Homie. And I'm probably just going to give him a pinch. And I think he'll be happy with that. Tropical flakes. Will not cloud water? It really says that? These flakes aren't going to cloud the water? That's awesome. I'm still going to replace the water every now and then. And I live in Bucks County. Bucks County has some of the worst tap water, so I put a little homie in that Deer Park, you know what I'm saying? Put him in the good shit. The drinking water, so he could be real clean and happy. And dude, he's so happy. They like to be alone. Or I would have got him a friend. But in my head, I only wanted one fish in my little fish bowl, and it's perfect that I got a fish that wanted to be alone. But we're gonna go outside and we're gonna talk about this. Should I bring the tripod? Nah, I could just set my phone up how I did last time. Oh, good morning. I see you on the stream. I just fed little homie. I got a spotted pufferfish. He's so cute. But yeah, we're gonna talk about depression. I'm gonna get outside first. Let's get some sun. I just woke up. Brushed my teeth, fed the fish. He moved this shit back though, that's annoying. Give me a sec. That should be good enough. I don't need all the room in the world, but this sucks. Honestly, I need more room than this. Cause I've suffered from depression pretty bad. pretty bad. But see, a lot of people think depression is something it's not. And I'm here to tell you what it really is. Sorry. I don't know why we moved this freaking table back yesterday. It's like we're about to get hit with a tornado. Okay. I just follow orders out of respect for my elders. Dylan helped me do this. Okay, got you, Pop. But we didn't need to do this. Anyway, good morning. Finally ready. Yeah, a lot of people think depression is mental health and stuff like that. And I used to think that too. And I even went to a mental hospital because I was so depressed. I checked myself in a mental hospital. I wanted to kill myself every day. I tried to jump off this fucking thing. I couldn't bring myself to it. That's all I wanted to do. I still have the picture. We and I was with friends, supposed to be having a good time. and all I could think about, like, I just wanted to jump off and kill myself. I have this picture. It's me sitting up on this tall ass thing I climbed. No one else climbed it. And I was up there by myself. And I just wanted to fucking kill myself. But that was life every day, though. And I didn't really talk to any people about what I was going through until it got so bad, to the point where I was like screaming at the top of my lungs, I want to fucking die. Like no one understood how bad it was until I let it all come out. I had like a mental breakdown because I wanted to die so bad but felt like I couldn't die. I felt like such a bitch. I was like, you're such a pussy, bro. Like, why can't you just fucking kill yourself? I had respect for people who were actually able to pull the trigger. I was like, I wish I could fucking have the balls to actually go through with this shit. But looking back now, I'm like, fuck. Like, I know. And I wish they would educate you the way it is and not all this fucked up shit that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but really, like, depression is a demon, is a spirit. Like, jealousy is a spirit, and you have to understand that. And it's facts. I beat depression. I beat the spirit of depression. It's a demonic spirit. There's good spirits and there's bad spirits, and you can invite them into your life. Like you're not just gonna get depressed. Like, you're not born depressed. You know what I mean? Like, and you might think you're doing right, but me, by smoking weed every day or drinking every day, I was opening a demonic portal. And it sounds crazy, but like, you're inviting demons that otherwise you're protected. Like, your spirit's kind of protected. You have an aura, you have a spirit, and if you're doing like drugs and shit like that, like, you're opening a portal to allow demons to come into your life and attack you. And they attack you with the people closest to you that are good for you too. And like, they know how to get to you because you invite them into you and they're inside you. So they know what's good for you, and they know they gotta get rid of that shit. So then they can take full control if they can get rid of your support system and all that too. So like, they're gonna try their hardest to do that as well. And yeah, like, once you realize that, you can change your life. A lot of people think like more medication is the answer to like battling their demons or fighting off their depression. They think it's like more medication, and now people think it's like a cool thing, like, to battle your demons. Like, yeah, I'm fighting demons, bro. Like, I'm out here fighting my demons every day. Like it's just so dumb. Like, and people say that and don't even know that there's actually really demons. Like people just be saying that thinking it's like a cool thing to say or something, not even knowing, like, yo, they be saying that because it's real though. Like, and but like the way the devil deceives everybody, like, he wants us to say it like it's a saying and not a realization. So then you just kind of get used to it. Same how the society like it's so typical to be like, oh my god, oh my fucking god, like, out of vein. Like, that's like a sin. Like, you're not supposed to, like God created everything on earth, like, and just always supports what's good and righteous. And like, and now we're all out here like, Jesus Christ, I just stubbed my fucking toe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. Like, and it's just like, it's because the devil deceived the whole earth. Yep, read the Bible. But you don't gotta read the Bible. I was never gonna read the Bible. Somebody read the Bible, I told them to fuck off. But now I'm out here, like, I know it's the truth. So if you want the truth, read the Bible, the King James version, because that's the truth. And like, how do I know this? God told me. I got put on by the wisdom. I suffered a lot. I got persecuted, endured, like everything you go through in the Bible when you get called on before you get chosen. bang, happened to me, happened to me, happened to me, happened to me. So now I can actually educate and like, because the education system's kind of broken about a lot of stuff. But yeah, I was um I was really depressed, man. And I was drinking, I was smoking, and I didn't know that, like, they say it's a depressant when they teach you it in like school. Smoking and drinking are depressants, and as a kid that doesn't make sense. I see people drink and they get happy. I see people smoke and they chill out. I don't see them depressed. They don't explain to you that you're opening a portal to, like, you know what I mean, like you're allowing a demonic spirit to take hold of your life, to take hold of you. They don't explain that. They just say it's a depressant. So if they taught things the way it really is, but they're not supposed to teach religion in school, so it's kind of like fucked up, because especially when religion's the truth. But I'm not gonna push my religion on you, but I could say, teaching about drugs, that you're inviting a demonic spirit to take hold. Like, I feel like you should be able to say that, because kids grow up watching movies and shit, like that shit makes more sense to them, honestly. And it makes sense if you have an open mind, and kids typically have an open mind because it's the truth. If you have an open mind, the truth is gonna make sense. If you have an open mind, you can make anything make sense if you want to. But as like as a caretaker and like an educator, like you should try to give the utmost truth you can, because that's all you should do. And whoever's gonna listen is gonna listen. Whoever's gonna be like, that's bullshit, it's gonna be like, that's bullshit. But you should at least give them the opportunity to know what's actually happening when you do these drugs or alcohol or whatever. Like, it's just it's a spirit. Like, they even call it spirits, wine and spirits. It's a spirit. But don't think it's all bad, like, because, like, I don't know, it is kind of all bad, but you could change it, though. You could change it. I changed it. I'm like so much better, bro. You don't even know. Like, I've been lit ever since I like stopped willfully sinning, like putting things into my body. That's like, your body's supposed to be a temple. I'm like treating my shit like that now. I feel great, like, for real. I invited God into my body. God lives here now, and my body's a temple, and like, it feels awesome. Like, you're actually filled up. There's actually not a void in your chest. It's not like you're searching for that next high. It's not like you're a little empty inside. It's not like there's that little bit of sadness because you never really fulfilled. You're like you always need something. There's always a desire for something more. Like, that doesn't exist anymore when you cut off all the bullshit and when you're living right, because everything comes at you right. When you're living right, everything comes at you right, and everything's happening the way it's supposed to be happening. But things fucked up could be happening when you're doing things fucked up. Like, it makes sense because it does add up, because I've lived through it all, and I can tell you from experience, and I can tell you from wisdom. Yeah, I just don't want people to go through what I went through. For real. Because it was rough. I had a lot of people worried about me that were really close to me, and they didn't know what they could do for me. I didn't know what I could do for me. I didn't know what was even wrong with me. That's why I went to a mental hospital. And don't do that, bro. Don't go to a mental hospital. Don't do that, bro. Don't check yourself into a mental hospital. They don't help. They don't help. At least from my experience. You might go to a mental hospital that really helped you, but from my experience, they don't help. Not at all. It was a joke. It was pathetic. It was one of the worst mistakes I've made, was going to a mental hospital, because it didn't help at all. But it was part of my journey, though. But like when I went to the mental hospital, I made a cross, and out of pure desperation, like they say, like in your like it's in your lowest times, like of despair, when you'll find hope, and you'll find light, and you'll find faith. Like when it's all falling apart, that's when you'll find that light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes that can bring you back. And for me, I went. All right, here's story time. I checked myself into the mental hospital. Cause I just want to fucking die. Cause I don't think this world is for me. I just have all these great ideas and great feelings inside, but I feel like I don't have any power to do anything or change anything, cause I'm being controlled by fucking demonic spirits. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm in the mental hospital, and I check myself in, and things aren't all good. Things are all bad. And there's this fucking thing. I don't even know what it is. I don't remember. But oh, look at the bird. It's so close. It's just hopping. Alright, that bird is not scared of me at all. What was I saying? Oh, so I make a cross. Alright, there's some kind of paper they gave me. They give you like some shit when you check in the hospital, like a pamphlet packet thing. And there was something they gave me that I folded it up into a cross somehow, and I've never done this. I've never like folded anything into a cross. I didn't even know how I did it. I couldn't do it again. I literally don't know. It was probably the size of the paper they gave me. It was like a weird shaped paper. I was easily able to make a cross out of it, but who knows? That's not what's important. What's important was I made a cross, and at the mental hospital they put you in. They take your regular clothes, and they put you in like scrubs and shit. So I had a pocket, a chest pocket here, like by my heart. And eventually you can get regular clothes too. Your family could drop off shit, but they just gotta make sure they take out all the laces out of the thing, so you can't fucking hang yourself with it and shit, or you know what I mean? They try to make your clothes safe. So there's like a pocket here, right? Right by my heart. And I put the cross right by my heart. And then I had a white t-shirt, and I put the white t-shirt over top of my scrubs. So I just had the cross close to my heart, and I prayed when I was making the cross. That's all I was thinking was like I'm thinking faith, right? I'm making a cross because religion. Like I know that God exists, or I believe a God exists, and I'm asking for answers because I don't know where else to turn. Because obviously I checked myself in a mental hospital, and it wasn't like everything's fixed now. Like nothing was fixed just by doing that. You got to fix it yourself, and you got to call on the Lord. And I made this cross and put it close to my heart, and some crazy shawty in the mental hospital. She never said this any other day, and she was there the whole time I was there. She never said this any other day. But I made this cross. I put it in my John. No one really see me do it. I was kind of keeping to myself. And in the regular community, there's this lady screaming after I did this. Jesus Christ has risen. Jesus Christ has risen. Jesus Christ has risen today. Like going nuts, and they're like, shut the fuck up. They're like trying to like inject her with shit that's gonna make her like sleep and calm down and shit, because she was like just going off about this Jesus shit. And it was right after I made the cross. Jesus Christ has risen. I was put back a little bit. But, you know, I was still naive, and I was like, coincidences happen. And looking back now, I'm like, that's no coincidence. That's no coincidence. But back then I was like, ugh, like it's shivers now. I'm like, shit. But it was, you know, it was definitely something. Definitely something. And that was God. That was God talking through that lady. Cause I found that lady to be wholesome. Like some people in mental hospital are not so wholesome. But her problem wasn't demonic spirits, I feel. Her problem was mental disease. I think this woman was mentally diseased. and but she had like good intentions. Like she would be calm and soft spoken and be nice to her best ability, but she had real mental problems that would cause her to like act up. Like I made friends with like everyone from mental hospital, like for real. Like I was lit in that joint. And then of course, then they send a fucking like, I don't want to say demon because I can't prove it, but that's what it felt like. And then of course they send a demon my way because I start to be righteous. Like that's how it happens. They like, it's the devil's earth. The devil deceived the earth. It's God's earth. I be saying that though, but because it really feels like the devil's earth. But come on, God, where you at? Smite that bull already. Anyway, but I mean, good and evil is just how things work, right? I don't know. But what was I saying? Yeah, I become friends with everybody in the hospital. It's like awesome. And then of course they send somebody else in the hospital. That literally, they called me by this person's name. I don't want to put his name out there, but they called me by this person's name. And then I had people start to tell me, because then he would gravitate towards me. And they say like demons when you become chosen or righteous, demons gravitate towards you. And this kid wouldn't leave me alone. And we looked identical. We could have been twins. The nurses would call me by his name. They would call him by my name. Like, it was strange. This kid was my doppelganger, bro. Like straight up. We looked exactly the same. We probably still do. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at him in a while. But he tried to reach out to me when I was like living my best life on vacation. I was like, I just knew not to answer, even though I exchanged numbers with him because I was friends with everyone at the time. It was cool, but then me and him got real cool, real tight, and he kind of ripped me away from everyone else in the mental hospital, and took a hold of me. That's what demons do. And then I had people start to tell me like, I really liked you better before he showed up, and that shit hurt me, because I thought I was just being myself. I thought I was just still being righteous and just being friendly, and this dude just wanted to be my best friend, but it really wasn't like that, and people really seen that, and they were telling me that. I think a couple people told me different things along the lines of that, but the one definitely resonated with me, where it was like, one person straight up told me like, cut him off. One person straight up told me that, like, cut him off, he's not good for you. So there's actually some really good people in the mental hospital because the world is very corrupt. So if you're a really, really good person, it's easy to drive yourself crazy in such a corrupt world, because things aren't righteous here. So if you're righteous, it can be very easy to be led astray or feel hopeless. But there's hope. I'm here to tell you there is hope, and it's in God. The hope is in the Lord. So if you seek the Lord and you find the Lord and the Lord finds you, it redeems you. You will be living so good. It's just graceful. But a lot of people take grace as an excuse to sin, because it's a life of sin. And some people think just because grace exists, it's like granted, and they take it for granted. Grace isn't granted. What's up, Pop?
Not much. When'd you come out here?
A little bit ago. I'm making a video. But yeah, grace isn't granted. Because if you're gonna take advantage of grace, you're not gonna get it. If you're aware and you're trying to take advantage, there's no grace for you. And if you don't know what I mean, it's basically by saying, oh, I can sin, God still loves me. I mean, they say Jesus loves everyone, God loves everyone. He's gonna forgive me. I could smoke this joint, he's gonna forgive me. You don't sin with the intention to sin again, or just get saved because you know you will. Like, you sin because you're making mistakes, and then when you learn they were mistakes, you try your best not to repeat them. Like if you're gonna ask God for forgiveness, like, God, please forgive me for my sin, and then you're not planning to not do that again. It's like you still got a bunch of weed and you're still planning to roll up tomorrow, but you just had a real near-death experience because you got so paranoid you thought you were gonna die. Now you're praying to God, please God, I'll never smoke again, like blah blah blah. But it's bullshit, because you know you're just gonna smoke again tomorrow with the homies. You're not getting grace. I'm sorry, you're not gonna get grace. Your prayers will not be answered. Like, if you really love God and you want God's forgiveness, obey his commands. Like, you don't show God you love him by saying you love him. Like, he doesn't hear that. He knows you love him when you're obeying him. That's how you show love to God, is when you're trying your best to live like he wants you to. And he will recognize that, and you will get blessed. You will have blessings. So yeah, depression isn't really what you think it is, man. There's a whole spiritual realm to this stuff. It's that a lot of people aren't educated on. That, for me, I need the truth, and that's the truth. So for me to change, I needed the truth. I needed the wisdom, because otherwise I was gonna keep sinning, because I didn't even know they were sins. I thought I could smoke weed, praise Jesus. That was my motto. Smoke weed, praise Jesus. And I thought that was cool. Like, I didn't know there was anything wrong with that. I didn't know the Bible said anything wrong with smoking weed or anything, and I still don't think it does. I've never seen in the Bible that you can't smoke weed, but you're supposed to treat your body like a temple, and you're supposed to stay sober-minded. It says that in the Bible. It says, my children should stay sober-minded and vigilant. Be aware. That's why you can still drink, but you can't get drunk, because when you're drunk, you're not even yourself. So it says avoid drunkenness, and don't surround yourself around drunkards who drinking from sunrise to sundown. Yeah, just to quote some scripture here. But yeah, it's like, you still have to have fun. Just don't fuck yourself up. Because I have a lot of fun, but I don't smoke weed anymore because it puts me in a different state of mind. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to do anything that puts you in a different state of mind. You wanna stay sober, stay vigilant. It's the best, and that's how you're gonna get blessed. That's how you're gonna get redeemed. That's how you're gonna get fulfilled, because God wants you to stay sober, stay vigilant. So you're just obeying God. You know what I mean? And then, like, there's certain things that you could do to show your obedience, but what else can I talk about? Shit, it's really just, depression is not what you think. And it might be coming from somewhere you didn't know it was coming from. Like, because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought there was a problem with the world, and I couldn't live in this world because the world's effed up, and I could see that. But you can change your world. You can't change the whole world like I wanted to. That was my problem. Because I thought I was good, and I needed to change the whole world. But that's you can't do that. It's so much stress. So much of a burden to think you're gonna change the whole world. Change your world first, at least, before you go trying to change the whole world. Change your world. You gotta understand that it's a lot more to it. What else? I feel like I covered everything. I don't know. Depression. Like, I've had a couple of times. I mean, if you want to know. Like, I had I don't know what it was. I think it was a razor blade to my throat. That time it was with my dad. I was at my dad's house, and, like, I think my dad came in and I was like, I'm gonna slit my fucking throat. Like he didn't like stop me. He just knew I wasn't gonna do it. And I started crying because I thought I was a bitch. Fucking pussy ass. Can't just fucking do it. But let me hear, you know what I mean? I never think about killing myself now. I'm not inviting no demons in my life. It's not me. I never wanted to kill myself. You never wanted to kill yourself. It's a spirit taking hold. It's not you. You weren't born trying to kill yourself. I understand a lot of people's lives might be fucked up, but you could change your life. You can't change other people's lives, but you could change your life so that they don't matter to you. You could separate yourself from someone. You can build towards something for you. But if you're gonna fight demons with demons, you're gonna lose and you're gonna go down. Because you might have a parent that you can't even get away from that is making your life hell or something. And it drives you to drink and it drives you to smoke. But if you fight demons with demons, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down too, and that's exactly what they want to see of you. It sucks that it could be your family members and your closest friends that are the ones bringing you down. But it's true. So you gotta be able to distance yourself to your best ability if that's the case. And you gotta give yourself the power to do that and not run to a drug or run to another answer, because the answer is really within. So don't try to solve your external problems externally. It doesn't apply with everything, but like sometimes you gotta solve yourself first before you can. Because if you're depressed, you're unmotivated, so you're not gonna be able to even go to work, because like you'd rather kill yourself than go to work. That's how I felt. And so how are you gonna build towards being able to move out or actually make a better situation for yourself? Instead, the little bit of money you get, you're probably spending it on weed or alcohol or some other drugs to run away from your problems, to fight demons with demons. And that's not gonna bring you up. It makes you temporarily get a dopamine hit and feel a little better, maybe feel a little relaxed, maybe ignore your problems, run away from them for a little bit, but it just comes back. And there's just one solution. So I think that covers it. I'm trying to think oh no. If I'm missing something, let me know. I cut myself before. I've had everyone give up on me. My demons pushed everyone out. I burnt every bridge. I feel like my demons really wanted me dead. They wanted me dead so bad, because they probably knew what was for me on the other side if I made it out. They wanted me dead pretty bad, honestly. They burnt every bridge. It sucks when you're not in control. And it's amazing when you are. So, take control of your life. And take control of your life, and you can take control of depression. So, because it feels like something you can't beat when you have it. It feels like inescapable. It feels like a curse. It is a curse. You're getting cursed by a demon every day. So, and I know it's hard to cut out the bullshit. I went through withdrawal, bro. That shit sucked. That shit sucked. But that 1 week of withdrawal, or maybe you're on some other drugs, you have a longer withdrawal, maybe you have a couple weeks of withdrawal, is so worth it because you're setting yourself up for the rest of your life. So you might have to go through withdrawal. Withdrawal is a whole nother battle. But the only way to really do it is cut it off cold turkey. Because I've cut off a lot of addictions. I've been addicted to a lot of different things in my life, and I've cut them all off. And every time I would cut off an addiction, whether it was this or that, cold turkey, you just stop doing it. And you go through the withdrawal. You just stop doing it and you go through the withdrawal. That's the best policy. Only you can change, you know what I mean? Like having a great support system is cool, but, and I believe in that, like it's awesome having a good support system around you and value that. Because it's hard to find people who are really proud of you and who are really here for you and have your best intentions and interests. That's hard to find, at least in my life. So I really value that, and I hope you would too, because it's valuable. It's more valuable than riches, gold, cars, sex. It's more valuable than any of that stuff. It's someone that has your best intentions, someone that cares about you so much, they want to see you win, and it makes them happy when you win because they genuinely care about you. That is beautiful. Like, that's love. That's love. And that shit's hard to find. A lot of people's love has been robbed of them. A lot of people can't even feel love anymore. It's been robbed. A lot of people's love got robbed. See, depression might not be what you think it is. Well, I'm hoping I helps you figure out what it is. But I don't want to make this too long, just for YouTube's sake, because I feel like people aren't going to click on it if it's like another hour-long video. Because like, who wants to watch an hour-long video? When you're already on the live stream and you're tuned in, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep listening because he's speaking facts. But on YouTube, I need to make this kind of short for YouTube. I'm posting on YouTube too. But if you have any questions, like you could DM me or whatever, like, or you could leave a comment. Like on Twitch, I guess just hit me up in my chat. I think the chat room's always open, even if I'm not streaming, I believe. And so you can always just leave something in the chat. Or yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And if you need me to hit you up personally, like you could always like drop your email in the chat or something, or something, and I'll or you can just email me. I think my email, you can probably find my email easily. It's probably on my Twitch account. It's just my name 00@gmail. But I'm gonna keep this semi short. It was probably semi long, but yeah, if I miss something, or if you want to talk about your own depression, like if too many people hit me up, obviously, like, I'm not a therapist, this is my full-time job, but I'm willing to help. So if you hit me up and it's not a waste of my time, it's not a waste of your time, and it's genuine, and you really need some answers, some clarity, I'm here for you, and I love you. And even if you don't believe I love you, God always loves you, and Jesus always loves you, but I love you too, and I love all y'all. I love everyone in this world, even the evil ones. So, peace and blessings. All prayers to God, our Lord the Most High, and I love you. Above all, I love you.